So, Mrs. Tahavia, so you said that you went looking for the Sasquatch. Where were you?
We didn't go looking for him. He found us.
Is that right?
I gotta tell you, me and my family grew up in them there woods. And frankly, it was just woods to us. You know, you had your usual stuff. Raccoons, possums, squirrels, all kinds of goofy stuff.
Coyotes?
Coyotes, you had all kinds of stuff going on. You know, animals that you knew what they were, and you could tell by their tracks what it was. But that one night, I knew we saw a squatch. And that son of a bitch, I'm telling you, we had a small fire set up. It wasn't much, just enough to cook up the hot dogs, maybe make some s'mores. Next thing you know, we heard this howling out there in the woods. Out in them damn woods. We heard this howling. And it wasn't like no coyote I ever heard. And then the next thing, it's getting closer, and it's getting closer. And I'll be a son of a bitch if I couldn't throw a rock and hit that motherfucker.
Well, how do you know it wasn't someone pulling a prank on you?
It wasn't no coyote, and the thing moved way too fast. You could just tell by the way it sounded that it wasn't no coyote, and I mean in no time it was on top of us.
Right, but how do you know it wasn't like a prankster, like a, you know,
There ain't
big
no
tall
way,
kid?
Ain't no man can move that fast to them forests. There's so much tanglefoot. There ain't no way a normal person can move through them woods like that.
So, what were you drinking? Were you?
Of course we were drinking.
Were you? I mean, were you maybe smoking weed? Was someone high, maybe?
Oh no, we ain't no city slickers. We don't smoke no weed. And beer don't make you hallucinate like that. But I gotta tell you, we knew what we saw.
So what happened? You heard the sound and...
Well, we heard the sound, and the next thing you know, this thing's on top of us. I mean, we could hear him. He was in the woods. He was moving trees around.
Did you have your gun with you?
Of course, we were hunting. Of course, we had guns.
Right, and your trucks and your guns and everything, right? Pickup trucks.
We had our pickup trucks, yes. We are hillbillies. We do have pickup trucks. So, we heard this sound. Next thing you know, this son of a bitch, he's throwing rocks at us.
He was throwing rocks at you?
Yeah, he was throwing big rocks at us.
Oh, why was he doing that, you think?
That's just what they do on the TV show. So he's throwing rocks at us, and so we fired a couple of warning shots into the woods. Probably about 500-600 rounds of warning shots.
Isn't that a little excessive? I mean, 600 rounds for maybe one squatch?
All I got to say is, it's either him or me. And I ain't want to get eaten. Right. So we fired off some rounds into the woods. And it got real quiet all of a sudden. And we stayed up the whole night. Just sitting there, wondering if we was going to get eaten. And then the next morning we went out. And we found feet print big as floor mats.
Really?
Big as floor mats. I'm telling you, his feet prints must have been 2-3 foot long. This thing, I swear to God, that thing it must have been huge. And what we wound up doing was running the hell out of there because we were scared.
Was that it then?
Yeah, but we know we saw a squatch.
Right.
Even though we didn't see him, we know we saw a squatch.
Do you think you'll ever go back there? And
hell no, we ain't going back there. Next time we go, well, if we do go back there, we're taking grenades and a launcher. Because we want to be sure that if we do shoot at that son of a bitch, we kill it.
Right. Well, that makes that. I guess that's a good precaution to take.
It's the only way to go. You always gotta, you know, bump up the ante, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But that must have been one big son of a bitch, because his feet prints was like floor mats in your car. They were huge.
Right.
So. actually, you know what? We did wind up going back there.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
Oh,
we
so you
actually did.
forgot, but I guess you were...
We actually took video cameras and shit,
Uh-huh.
and infrared tracking devices, and all kinds of goofy shit
Right.
that we had borrowed some friends of ours from ours
Oh.
that were, squatch hunters.
Right.
Because they were looking for them too.
Uh-huh.
And if we can find some bitch, who they can't,
Right.
I'm sure we could.
Right.
But the only thing we turned up was some groundhogs and a couple of goddamn possums. So
That's kind of... That's,
anticlimactic,
right,
I
yes,
know. And that ruins your video, but I'm telling you, that motherfucker's up there. He's
Right. So you're gonna go back there then, you think?
Yeah,
With the
next
rocket
time
launcher?
we're taking bigger guns. We're taking bigger guns next time we go out there, I'll tell you that right now.
Right.
I don't know what's bigger than the grenade launcher. I'm sure they got something out there though.
Right.
But I got a friend who's got an FFL,
Uh-huh.
Federal Firearms License,
Uh-huh.
and that's on, bitch. He can get anything you want. So I think next time we go up there, it's gonna be Gatling guns and grenade launchers, and who the hell knows what else.
That sounds good. Well,
Either we get him dead or we get him alive. I'm
Right.
hoping we get him dead because I do not want to wrestle that son of a bitch to the ground.
right. Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
All right. Well, pretty exciting there, and good hunting to you, Mr. Stahaviak.
I'll do my damnedest.
Great. Sounds good. Thank you.
My pleasure, man.
All right.